Got the PF2 brake pedal all welded up. I had to weld this spacer on. Check that out. Let me shut this thing off. I don't know if you can hear it or not, but kind of loud. So yeah, I got the PF2 brake pedal all welded up. This is what I've been working on. I just got this material in, so I cut the spacer to size and then threw a couple dimes down on there. Here's the piece that's going to go inside here, so that way it stops up against the frame. If you see that part, so that part right there will rest on against the frame, and then I'll have that little bit of space, and then this thing will be able to turn up and down. So that's what I've been working on today. Let me bring you over to the bike and we'll test fit this thing and see how it looks on there. See if the spacing's right. I might have to smooth out the bushing in there just a little bit more so it spins free. When I welded it, obviously the heat kind of moved things around a little bit, and the tolerance is so tight right there that it's got to literally be perfect. So, but yeah, it came out mint. Definitely happy with the welds. I've been getting better at stainless, so a little at a time. The sides, I tacked it right here, and that's pretty much it. She's good to go. This is what I do to clean this up. Look how nice that looks. Just be careful you don't pinch your fingers when you do this, because it's pretty sweet, huh? Look at that. Nothing's mint. Nice and smooth. Looks brand new now. Might need to go a little bit more. Oh, no, that's good. Alright, the bushing's all clean. I just threw a little bit of WD-40 on there. That thing will slide in, and then I got the bolt that goes into. So see the space there, that will allow it to have room without clamping down tight on the brake pedal. When I got this brake pedal, I had to customize it, straighten it all out, and then this piece, obviously I welded that spacer onto the back side of that. Allows it the perfect amount of space, so that way when I tighten this down like that, see, I can tighten that all the way up, and I still got perfect. So that's exactly what I was looking for right there. And then I got this thing sitting in the middle. I'll go ahead and put this last piece on, and I'll see how it looks all said and done. Definitely happy with how it came out. I actually have the original brake pedal, but it doesn't look as good as this nice billet aluminum one does. Tighten that up after, but yeah, you guys get the idea, right? That's it. And I still got the space. Perfect. And then I cut the end off here, re-drilled the hole there, figured out the space for a weld on the back side, and then I ordered up a piece of stainless steel, welded it right on. And then I'll make sure I put like a bunch of Loctite on there, and that thing won't come off. It should be good to go. But yeah, one more piece of the puzzle knocked out. I'm pretty happy with how that came out. What do you guys think? Much better than the other piece, you know? So this was the original one, and that one. What a difference, right? This thing is ugly. And heavy too. Steel versus the aluminum. So what I'll do is I'll probably put a little piece of rubber and then epoxy it to this, so when it hits, it has something to stop on, because this thing already has a return spring in it. I was going to weld onto the back side of this, just a little return spring right here, and then have it hook onto the engine mount, but I mean, I still might do it, but there's no need. The return spring in this is actually pretty strong. I'm waiting on the bushings for the swing arm. I measured everything out the other day and got the spacing right on each side, so when I put the new swing arm on, that ram motor mount will still line up. So I got my buddy Ryan dialing me in with those two bushings, and once those are in, we'll put the swing arm on. It should look pretty sick with the swinger on there. I need to get some bars and a few other things. I'm thinking about, so this is a YX motor. I actually have another one right here that doesn't have a top end on it, but has a good bottom end. And I'm thinking about doing a small bore YX motor. So what I'll do is take the KLX top end and then put it onto one of these bottom ends right here. The KLX top end is 53 millimeters. The stock bore for the YX 150 is 60 millimeters with a 53 millimeter crank. So if I do the 53 millimeter top end with the 53 millimeter crank, that'll be like a 116, which I think will be cool for this bike. And using this motor, I'll still have the 4-speed, which is nice, and I will also have a little bit stronger transmission than like the CRF 50 stuff. So I think that's the route I'm gonna go if I can find a good jug. If not, I'll probably just do 160cc and run this motor for now. But I'd really like to do a small bore, because on the smaller size wheel I really don't need crazy power. Coming along. Stay tuned for the next video and we'll have some more stuff done.